and I'm fighting for 100% affordable housing at 5 World Trade Center. I join with you in support of 100% affordability. We must make sure that downtown is a welcoming community for all.
Thank you, Representative Nadler, for joining us today. And thank you so much for expressing your support for 100% affordable 5 World Trade Center, as you know, is incredibly important to us downtown. I wanted to ask you if you would help us have the meetings that were promised to us with the agencies that they promised to us at the forum on December 9th. We'd love to have your help in having those actual meetings and actually meeting with the agencies so that we can discuss how we can do this.
Absolutely, my district staff is working on that.
Yeah, excellent, thank you. And the other question I had is, my understanding is that we may need some legislation in order to make this happen. And would you be willing to champion that legislation and work with us so that we can actually have 100% affordability?
Yes, since I support 100% affordability, obviously.
Super quick, an issue that's been important to this club recently and for a long time is housing, and in particular at the World Trade Center site, the 5 World Trade Center building. We are leading advocacy for a fully affordable building, ideally 80 stories of real affordable housing for New Yorkers at that site. What is your position on that, and what can be done at the federal level to support that project, especially including bringing money?
Well, I would say that I support it. I've testified in support. I've written letters in support, and it's not even in my district, but I supported it and took action on it because I think it's a very important issue. And in many ways, it reminds me of my fight for the 9/11 health and compensation plan, where everybody said, give up, it'll never happen. It's too grand an idea. And in a sense, I think this is also a grand, big idea, overdue. We have enough high-rise luxury apartments that no one even lives in. They're basically bank accounts. They buy apartments from all around the world in our district. And you drive through my district at night and see how many buildings don't even have lights on. Even the Plaza Hotel is a bank account. People don't live there. So I think it's long overdue. In terms of housing, we got 55 billion and 40 in the last bill, the Build Back Better, we got 55 billion for affordable housing, and we got 40 billion for New York City alone for NYCHA. They were huge, huge battles. They didn't think we should get 40 billion. We should get much less. We had to fight like hell to get that money in there. The first way you would do it is the person who represents 5 World Trade Center has to put a bill in, since all of our legislation is local in a sense, and saying that this should be half funded by the federal government or a third funded. First is to have a plan to put it in, and then to work to get support. It took me 18 years to pass the 9/11 health and compensation bill. Of course, I got money during that period to keep the government going or keep the program going piecemeal. But you have to start with a plan, a specific bill, and then just work to get the support. All you need is 215 members of Congress, and you can get it through the House of Representatives. And I think it's a big idea. I think it's an idea that is long past due. The government gives money to help them rebuild down at 9/11, and most of that is not affordable housing. It's only fair that we have some affordable housing. I think that's absolutely a cause worth fighting for. I'm glad to be on the team, and I'm glad to be part of the leaders of it and to push for it and make it happen. It's not easy. Change doesn't come easy, but I brought a lot of change because I never give up.
Right here in Lower Manhattan, ever-growing numbers of your constituents are raising their voices in support of making 5 World Trade Center, the last remaining undeveloped parcel of land on that public land site, and an entirely affordable residence. Would you be willing to meet with the Coalition for an Affordable World Trade Center to learn how this proposal can be made feasible without siphoning major sources of affordable housing funds from other districts, and while giving first priority to 9/11 survivors and their families and first responders? Question.
Yes, I fight for affordable housing. It sounds like a very interesting idea. I will meet.
Thank you.